Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is the part two on this 2002 Ford F-150 Harley Davidson Supercharge. Again, this customer sent this computer because it has a long crank and sometimes a no start condition. And I was able to reproduce it at least 4 times on the last video. So I will put the link on part one so you can see what the customer concern was. I was able to reproduce it every single time. And luckily for me and the customer, it's a full successful repair. As you can see, I got everything connected. Nothing is powered on because I want to start fresh. So let me get the um, full probe up and ready to go. Again, for this one, I just select the Nasta, and that's how it's a skull in Spanish. I select the Ford. I have the signal from Escape B6, and this is the one that works the best for this computer. And I was able to use this at least somehow to get the computer to run at idle, but I wasn't able to raise the RPM much. So I started using another tool that I have here, which is the AutoSync Pro. This can actually provide a better signal than the one the Full Probe provides. I have requested this company multiple times to let me have a tool so I can produce my own signals, and they do have something. Let me show you this, but it's very basic. So if I go back to the menu at the beginning, all those images are tabs or menus that you can select. So you have instrument cluster, fuse boxes, throttle actuators, sensor simulator, and this is where you will select one. But then when you select the RPM, SL goes and make you select the signals they got here, and they call also generic because you can, connect a oscilloscope and see how the signal looks. I already test them all, and they don't have anything close to what I need. So this is useless for me because again, it's a preset waveform. They have another one in here, a module generator, and that would have been nice, but the only thing is this is only for Hall effect signals. So again, for 4, we need a AC signal or sinusoidal, AC waveform. And then in here, I would able to select, 35 teeth, or 36 in this case, -1. I can set how many teeth a phase can have, but again, it's only for square waveforms, which is again useless for this. And they're saying is that even if I use a square waveform, all the computer is seeing is the window up and down, which is kind of like truth, but the amplitude is also very important. And sorry, and I have proved myself that when using this one, which is a very sine wave waveform, like the one that you will see on a CKP from a 4, it works really good. So all I do in here again is select this one, select the 4, escape, as I was showing before. And this, the only reason I'm selecting this is because I can change the signals in here for the coolant, the TPS, the map sensor. I can select the engine cam sensor signal, which is the only one I'm using in here. I'm going to go over to 650 first. Again, the computer is off, so this is just so I don't have to put the signals. So I'm going to, let me go over to sensor simulator, CKP, again, AC signal. And here all I do is click in here. I'm going to 7, and I'm going to show you why, and then 3, because I'm taking 2 teeth out. And then I'm going to RPM. The only downside about this tool is the minimum is 650 and the maximum is 999, which is okay. I can use it like that. And then when this is done, I just turn it on, and now the signal is being generated and it's being injected on the signals that I'm sending over to the computer. Again, the computer is off. So me doing this is like you sorry, when I turn the computer on, the signal for the cam and the crank will be, it's like you cranking the car. So injection and um, coil should fire right up. And we will notice if it's working properly, immediately RPMs on the instrument cluster as well. And I'm going to show you that on the scanner. So let me turn this on and we can see, I mean, immediately working, and we can see injection immediately working, and we can see RPMs on the cluster. It took a little bit to read because it was still setting out the instrument cluster, but it is there. And we can see that it's matching the RPMs perfect. I'm going to do an auto scan to let the computer, the scanner select the vehicle. I'm going to cover the the bean because the customer does not want that to be dispersed or disclosed. I'm going to put this in here so he can see that that is indeed his computer. So give me just 1 second because this is already selected. So let me see where the front, where the pin number is, and we can see it right there. All right, so I'm going to move that away 1 second. Go over to the quick access. I'm just going to do the selections myself because sometimes it shows the pin number and I don't want that to happen. But all I'm doing is selecting to get the beats, and all I'm going to show is the RPMs. But let's say, this is all kind of like normal. I was obviously before putting the signals and putting the computer on and doing all that. There was no RPM until like 40 to sometimes 40 seconds to a minute, and then it will work. So I was able to reproduce it every single time. If I turn the ignition off, just ignition, which is the second switch in here, and I turn it back on, it would not come on immediately. It would take like again 40 seconds to a minute to respond and then create an RPM. All right, let me select the vehicle here. I think we are fine now. All right, so PCM, we enter the PCM, supercharge. This is again a test for myself and for the customer. This is going to start populating the pits that are available on the computer by ID in the same pits itself. So let me just get the engine RPM, engine revolutions per minute, and that's all I really want to have. And probably, let me see if I can graph this. Like that we can see the changes on RPM uh, more or a lot easier to see. I mean, you can see it on the instrument cluster. So the computer is running good. If I turn this off, at least before, you can see that we lost communication on the scanner and there is no longer RPMs in here. No injection on the full probe. And we will see injectors spraying, and then you'll see a green line in here, even though the cam and crank sensor signals are still there, which is, I mean, this will not happen on the car, obviously. But then when I was setting this back on in here, it would take 40, sometimes over a minute to the computer to respond. Not the case. RPM immediately. Injection app is immediately. If I select this again, you can see the RPMs are reading instantly. So this is 100% fixed. The computer is now working as it's supposed to. There is no more issues, and I'm going to do this a few times as I did on the first part of the video. Again, I'm going to put the link on the description of this same as part 2 or final, so you can see that what I'm saying is exactly as it was happening. It was very easy to reproduce. All I needed to do it was just ignition off, try to turn it back on, and it was no response. So I'm going to go back a little bit with the camera so you can see. Let's just focus ourselves on the gauge in there. I'm going to try to be like around there if it's possible, so you can see the green lines on the top and the RPM in there. So again, turning the ignition off in 1, 2, 3, there. You can see the RPM and the injector up in the screen, injection happening, and we can see the light in here. So I'm going to now focus you guys in here. Again, everything is off, no more injection, and we can see no light on the coils. These are substituted value for the coils, and the injectors will be here. As soon as I turn this ignition back on, we can see coils and injectors happening instantly. So this is again 100% repair. These are very expensive computers. The parts for these computers are no longer available. These are obsolete, even though these are beautiful cars and there are plenty of these cars around. So what I ended up doing it was buying probably the last batch of parts for these computers, and I invest a big amount of money trying to support my customers. I don't sell the parts, I repair the computers. So if you have any of these computers, Harley Davidson, F-150s, SBC, just contact me. Again, you can just go over to my website. This is my website, Maic Salazar Diagnostics. Let me see, what am I? I went over to reviews. Maic Salazar Diagnostics, and that's how my name is spells, Maic. I know it sounds, I mean, I make it sound like Mike, but that's just the way it sounds in Spanish. So that's how I have been go all my life. So Mike as Mike in Spanish, and that's how there was a spell. But yeah, this is Maic Salazar Diagnostics. You can either click on the Let's Chat, or if you scroll a little down, you will have this black box, but it says Contact Us or call, and that's my cell phone number. And if you click here, this will open your email provider, whatever you have in your computer or in your phone, and then you can send me an email and I will reply to you immediately. So this is the fastest and easiest way for me to contact you. If you have any problems or you need a computer to work, then you can just contact me like that. The other way you can do is if you type as my name, MAIC, and then just SA, that will take you over to my Salazar Diagnostics, and you can find in Google uh, the website, my telephone number, the address. This is only mail-in repairs. I don't take walk-ins. If you're local, contact me. I might let you drop the computer, but I don't take people inside. So this is again a mail-in only repairs. And the reason is this is in my home, and also it's a very expensive lab, so no room for people to be waiting or something like that in here. You can also follow me on Facebook or in YouTube. You will be seeing this video on YouTube, so please don't forget to subscribe. I'm about to reach 50,000. I'm very looking forward to reach that 100,000 mark. That will be very nice if it can be done and possible. All right, so the next thing that I want to do is, let's go back to the full probe, is I want to increase, and this is something I can do with this one, is increase the RPMs. So I'm going to go to around 1,000 RPMs, and then we can see how much is 1,023 actually. So I'm going to put that same on the crank, oh, sorry, on the cam, and then now the computer will be a lot more happy as far as injection time and etc. But we can see the RPM is matching, and we can see that right here as well. So this will be a little higher idle for a start, but again, this is a control environment. This is not a vehicle. But if I do the same process, again, turn the vehicle off, we can see again, no injection, lost communication, and no RPM in the cluster. But as soon as I turn this on, and you will see again with the lights in here, as soon as I turn this on, coils and injectors, RPM is instantly happening. So this is an instant crank start. So this is again 100% repair computer. I hope that you guys like this content. I'm trying to show as much as I can on a repair. If you're looking for wire diagrams, connections on the instrument cluster, connections on the computer, the reason I don't do or didn't do it on this video is because I have plenty of videos. I actually created a playlist for Ford F-150. So just go into my channel and look for that playlist, and you will have all that information and all those videos in there. And you can, if it's something missing, just send me a request, a comment on one of the videos, and I will definitely try to contact you or email me again through my website, and I will try to help you again. Please just be, um, how can I say, be good. Let's say I cannot spend hours and hours trying to help people. You want free information, I can help you a little bit, but don't expect me to. I have a request from a guy on YouTube. Is like, I have a 2007 RAV4 that I'm about to replace. This part, but the one in my country is not the same as in your country. Can you please check and see if the parts are the same? I'm like, really? So you want me to go and find what your part number is? Try to see if it's the same part number that we use in United States for you to be able to use it in your car. Oh, wow. If I do that for every person in the world, I will be working, I don't know, maybe 24 hours for free for everybody. I cannot do that. So please be realistic, be honest with yourself. And yes, I am here and I like to help people. But yes, if you want something like that, either go and select in my website the $250 diagnostic fee, and I will more than happy help you getting paid. But if you want free information, try to keep it simple, short, and I will be more than happy to try to help you. But again, be honest with yourself and don't try to take advantage of somebody that is trying to help. All right, so just for one last time on the video, I'm going to turn the ignition and I'm going to leave it for maybe 20 seconds so we can see that everything is off, and I can completely kill the computer power. This is something that will not happen because you will never disconnect the battery on the car, but let's say this is now with no power at all. So again, the signals are still being generated. So that's battery and now ignition, and we can see coils and injectors and RPM all happen 100%. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy holidays, happy new year. I hope that you all have a wonderful 2024 full of dreams and goals and everything. I pray the Lord that can help you achieve all those. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.